something you appreciate that customers do in your shop, and a pet peeve.
Like, if you're going through dollar boxes and, things like that, just leaving things neat.
Yeah.
Don't spread, like don't mix, like don't get lazy on us. Like I'd rather you just leave it out on the counter than to like put a Chiefs card in a Broncos slot.
That's
just
a
leave
pain.
it there, As far as a pet peeve, and I'm probably going to say what a lot of local card shop owners would want to say, but maybe not say.
Mm-hmm.
It is not my responsibility or job as a guy who pays rent every month, who pays, insurance, who pays overhead, pays employees, all those kinds of things, for my sole operation to be about helping you make money.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like the guys who come in, hey, I want to buy a lot to flip. I got to have room, that type of thing.
Like, like I need to be at 70%.
Sure.
And I'm like, bro, that like,
yeah, I'm not paying 70% of my rent. Yeah.
But and you'd be shocked how often it happens when people are like, man, I can't do it. Like it leaves me no room. And I'm like, well, that's not my responsibility.
Sure.
You room, let's negotiate. Let's be fair. We did all of our singles last week. I don't care what the amount was at 90%. I'm willing to like give and take if you're going to be a regular, especially spending, thousands of dollars a week on the general. I've had multiple people just like get really upset that.
Really?
Yeah. Like you can't give me a little bit more of a break. Just that constant, like, and to start the conversation.
Sure.
To start the conversation of like, hey, you got any room here? I need to make some money. I'm like, well,
that's like the kids thing. I feel the same way about kids. When I used to set up like religiously at shows, well, it's like, and they had their kid with them. Matter of fact, you were with me the one year at the National. I yelled at the dad, like literally raised my voice because he was like, a kid came up and like it was a Kevin Durant PSA 9 rookie. I was like, dude, they're $60. He's like, okay, and he was like 10 or 12. I was like, dude, no problem, $50. Like I'm blowing it. Like you can have it. It's worth 70. It was marked at 60. It's a kid. Next guy came up with his kid. By the way, holding the Zion case was probably 20 grand worth of stuff. Hey, can you do 40 though? It's for him. And the kid was like, yeah, it's for me. I was like, no, I just sold it to him and he was still at the table, same age, for 50. You can have one for 50. I only have 45. And the dad literally stood there like giving me the guilt trip. And finally I was like, hey, what? I almost felt bad. I was like, hey, why don't you quit being cheap with your kid? Well, what do you mean? I was like, just kick up the extra $5, you scumbag. It's not my job to give your kid a deal. Either have your kid bring his own money or don't be cheap. But I hate the same thing. It's like that guilt trip of like, I need to get this for a price. That's not my problem.
You get that ever coming into the shop, guys coming in and then like saying, hey, it's my kid. Can you cut me a better deal than what you already gave
I charge him more, stupid kid.
No, I don't get like that side, but I get on the regular almost every day or every couple of days, the other side of that.
Sure.
Like, they'll pile up $485 worth of singles and go, hey man, I'm at $325 here. I'm like, well, you and me both, man.
Yeah. Dude, we need to go work the counter one day. Can we do a day in there? Just undercover. Undercover employee.
all day. That'd be actually kind of fun.
I'd like to see Jesse in there. Guy's like, hey, I got this Michael Jordan.
Wheeling and dealing.
Jesse's like, I'm liking what I see here. 40,000. The guy's like, well, the ask was only 3,000.
I'll give you 45 and that's my final offer.